You gotta maybe fold your shirt in a certain way to read it, or get it near another shirt, or get it hot or cold or wet. We used thermal inks and glow-in-the-dark inks and infrared inks and all kinds of creative stuff to unlock these secrets. If you found a secret on your shirt, you would take it to our website, you'd enter it in, and a little movie would start playing, a little 2-minute movie. And the movie started to hint at this much larger story. It was a murder mystery. It was the story of a woman on the run from the law for a crime she didn't commit, and only you can save her, and thank God you bought the shirt because she needs your help. And they would all fit together like a TV series, and they would all end on a cliffhanger. And it was really cool because if you wanted to find out what happened next, cool, go buy another shirt. It worked really, really well. But remember I said it was all because of this guy. I love hanging on this picture for just a second because there's just so much to say. The story we told about EDOC, EDOC is actually just the word code spelled backwards, which was our first really poorly held secret. The story was about a band, and the band had this incredible message that they wanted to spread to everyone, but their evil record producer was suppressing them, and then one of their band members got murdered, and the whole band was falling apart, despite the fact that their music was really good, and they had this incredible message. And what we never told anyone, but what people started to kind of figure out was each one of these characters has a historic counterpart. Jeff, the lead singer and guitarist, was Thomas Jefferson, and down the list it went. John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, with Lynn, the producer. But this whole thing was actually a history lesson. It was telling the same story of today about a group of disenfranchised young people who had a very, very strong message, but they weren't sure how to express it. And they had a very, very powerful governmental organization that was suppressing them. And they had to do something about it. And eventually someone got killed, and eventually they needed help. And without us ever saying it, we were teaching people the history of the United States and the story of the Founding Fathers told through secrets on t-shirts. And I'm so proud to say that despite the fact that we never said anything, this crowd felt mobilized, and they started canvassing their neighborhoods, and they started registering Rock the Vote parties. And we got 2.5 million new registered voters through this campaign by building these t-shirts and embedding this crazy story inside. And for the next election, there was the largest turnout for my demographic in history, and I like to take 100% of the credit for that. I'll tell you one final story, which is Vanishing Point. This was a project, again, from Microsoft, where they asked us to build the world's largest scavenger hunt. And we did. We built a story spread out across the world. We did building projection in 16 different cities. Every shape, every color that we projected on buildings and famous monuments was a clue. Which ways are those arrows pointing? What are they pointing at? What is in another city that represents the other half of that picture? And people had to collaborate and share information and scour their cities looking for these crazy glowing buildings to solve the clues. We did skywriting across a whole bunch of different cities. Again, you had to figure out what the sky was telling you and collaborate with the other cities. We did the largest fireworks display in Seattle's history. Every explosion, every color, every orientation of the explosions was all a clue to lead you to the end of this giant scavenger hunt. So this was really fun. It was such an important moment in my sort of career as I realized how you get these crowds motivated. We should, I guess, jump back to where we left off, sort of our story, which was here, where we had gone through a week of this crowdfunding campaign and things were looking pretty grim, and we wanted to empower this crowd. We wanted to motivate this crowd and mobilize this crowd, and we were pretty sure we knew how based on all these other learnings. So